In this tutorial, I will show you how to use WebView. You can consider it as a mini web browser. Then WebEngine to process CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. So if you press the home button, it will go back to default web page, which is Google. Then reload and backward and forward. That use history. That's the idea of using WebView. For URL, you can type it, click search, or you can zoom in, zoom out. Also, you can load your local text. Okay, let's get on to this project. So let's create a project. Paste it in front of fxml documents. Stage set title. Okay, let's remove button and label. And the anchor pane, I will enlarge it. Maybe I'll change the 800 to 600. So let's drag and drop WebView. Hyperlink instead of buttons, I will use a hyperlink. The first one will be back and forward, reload, that I will consider as a home. And I need one text field so I can type URL. And then I will click hyperlink. You can do with the buttons, but I'm intentionally doing with hyperlink. So we know that it can be useful. Zoom in and zoom out. It means whatever you see on the web browser will be zoom in, zoom out. This is for fonts or text only. It can be zoom in and out, or you can say enlarge or decrease the size of the font. Last one is something about us. So here I will say backward. You can say back and forward. There's a reload, home. Layout looks like a very simple mini web browser. This one we have a zoom in. We can zoom out. This is something to do with the text size. I put plus symbol, minus symbol. Last one I will say about, so we can load local contents. To make it looks better, I will just put it as a H-box. So I wrap all those hyperlink into a single H-box. Let me make one more hyperlink so that I can demonstrate. We can actually learn JavaScript. So when we click this link, it will bring it to YouTube website, okay, using JavaScript. We are using a window.location script, Hbox. So it will be look like this on preview. Very simple layout for mini web browser. Let me label them all. Hyperlink, HL, background. I will use the HL for prefix. Continue, HL, reload, HL home, this one I will say HL font size up. Next one I will say HL font size down. Last one is HL about. One more to go, YouTube, HL YouTube. We need to name WebView. I will just use the initial WebView because there will be only one, so make it clear WebView. Save it and make controller. Okay, I don't need this, so let me remove. So we can see WebView and everything to do with hyperlinks, HL, backward, forward, reload, and so on. So just have a look at navigator window on your left hand side. We already have a WebView FX ID, so we can move into WebEngine. WebEngine will process WebView, or we can say web component. Here we say WebEngine object. You may need to import. It's a web and WebEngine, okay. So we can load a default web page. It means when you launch WebView, we like to have a default web page on our screen. So method is load. In this case, you have to use a full URL. So https://www.google.com. So here get user agent HTTP header means what kind of web browser you are using it. So it's good to know. So we will say get user agent. You can set your own using set user agent methods. So I like to see what kind of JavaFX web engine is. That's okay, just refresh the fxml documents. So switch back, that's okay. Here we can see the Mozilla 5.0. Here it seems a bit slow. So if you look at the web engine, that's the default Google page. That is what we have, okay? JavaFX 8.0. I copy paste it. Of course, I'm running on Windows 10. That's why I say Windows NT. That YouTube will work as some sort of a sponsor using JavaScript. Again, it comes with the scroll, horizontal, vertical. Okay. Close it. Let me implement one by one. For now, let me just write down all those hyperlinks. First one is backward link. Next one is forward. I think the next one is a reload. And then home. We have a text field for search. And then for the link, also we have a zoom in and out. And then font size up and down. We also have about us. And then last one is YouTube that can be run by JavaScript. I think that's all. I think so. So let's go back to home link, exactly same, okay. So if you're on different page, you like to go back to home page, you can simply click home link. Reload, we can say WebEngine.reload, okay. Or you can say refresh current page. All these things won't work with action events. So you have to implement handler methods belongs to action events interface. So we say HL reload set on actions. We are going to look at new event handler. The type is action events. Event handler interface, we have one abstract method called handle. So we can implement it here. So we can copy or cut, paste it. So we can reload current page using WebEngine.reload method. I'm going to do the same thing with the home link. There will be some repetitions, so please practice. While you are typing, you can get used with it. So new event handler, action event. This is what we call as an autonomous inner class. Implement interface, so that we have to override the methods. Call handle. That's the abstract methods belongs to event handler interface. Again, two of them. HS depends on user input on our address bar usually. So if you type https google.com or cnn.com, your web browser will bring it to that web page or website. We are looking at the text. I think I did not name it. Okay, fxid tf text field search. Save it. Make controller. Here you go. So tf search. Simple implementation, say tf search get text. So here we are going to do web engine. We are going to load. Depends on tf search get text. There is semicolon missing. Okay. Clean and build. Somehow it takes a bit of time, so you have to wait for 2-3 seconds. Somehow it's slow. So here I'm going to type cnn.com. So everything seems okay. We click home. It may bring up to Google website. We can reload or refresh the screen. Seems like working. We will continue with the zoom in and out and font size up and down. Again, same thing, set on action. So for the implementation, okay, here. Then we are using WebView, set zoom. I type number 1, which is 100%. That means no zoom in and zoom out, okay? So let me show you the Java API documentation. sets the current zoom factor applied to whole page, and the value is double. So I will say 1.0. Otherwise, it looks like an integer. So double equal to 1.0. Size equal to WebView. There is a method called getZoom. It will return the current zoom factor applied to whole page. So if it's 100%, maybe better move up. So whatever we have, whether it's 100%, 200%, let's say every time you click that plus symbol, it's going to zoom in 10%. So 0.1, which is 10%. And zoom out, you can try that by yourself. Everything same, just say minus 0.1 instead of plus 0.1. Again, fonts. I will leave one for you. That will be up. Set on action. New event handler, action events, then implement handler methods. Call handle. Hang on. Enter. WebView set font. It's a font scale. Again, we are looking at double value. Default is 1.0, again 100%. There should be a size, so we can change the value. We do the same thing, double, size equal to 1.0. Size equal to WebView get font scale. Again, double. I will say 0.1, increase by 1%. Sorry, 10%. So what's the difference between zoom and font size? So if you look at the zoom, we are looking at we are scaling up or down of everything on your screen, include your image. Everything will be zoom in and zoom in and zoom up and down, or zoom in and zoom out. So, but if you look at font, we are going to focus on only text. So we normally process the font size, enlarge it. Your text display in the WebView will be enlarged or scaled up. If you press the minus button, ideally it's supposed to scale down, or the font size will be smaller. If you see a quick demonstration, it makes a lot more sense. So this is what we have at the beginning. So this one, let's press zoom in. This is actually 110% because it's already increased by 10. So if you press one more, again, font size doesn't work. Okay, let's say zoom in. Okay, at least this works. Again, let me double check. Zoom in works. Everything will be zoom in. Okay. Line number 117. I think I'm supposed to change to be size instead of 1.0. That's default size. That should fix the problem. So look at the text. It enlarge, but look at the logo. Stay as it is. Zoom in. It will enlarge everything, include the logo and then text message. So that's the difference between zoom in and then font size up or scale up. Okay. So I'll leave two exercise for you. Okay. Zoom out and then font minus. So about link is about loading contents locally. So in this case, I'm going to simply load a local text, string value basically. That's going to give us a simple message about us or company. We are using string and contents. Contents type, we say text, HTML. So WebEngine is going to load contents based on contents variable, and it's going to process the text. Let's say We go back. Here is the backward link and forward link. This is what we know as history of our web browser. So if we visit at least two places, we can go back or we can move forward. So you can browse through your history of your web browser. That's the same idea we're going to implement it here. The class we have is web history. We have to implement it through WebEngine object. So HL backward, set on action. New event handler interface we implemented. Then override abstract method called handle. Again, same thing. Important thing is here we say web history. The method we are looking for here .go. Say -1 point to previous entry. -1. This time let me copy, paste it. I recommend you to type it so you can get used with the syntax. Here is number 1. 1 points to next entry, not previous entry. That should be -1. So if we press Ctrl spacebar, we are looking for go. Okay. Here it says that 1 points to next entry. Because at the end of the day, you have access to API, so you should delete at least once and twice, or until you get used with using Java API. That's why I keep bringing it up that message or dialog box to show you how to lead, what it means. But at least we should be able to interpret according to your own understanding. It's going to be a bit slow, and we wait. I open CNN already. Here, let me go back. So I browsed through a few places already. So CNN again. Forward, it works. So backward and forward, that actually works. One more to go. WebView, I said it works like a mini web browser. That means you should be able to learn JavaScript. So here, new event handler. Don't worry whether you know JavaScript or not. This idea is quickly demonstrate to you you can actually run JavaScript with using JavaFX. So we have a window.location, say https youtube.com, just web address or URL. That's how we use it in JavaScript. We are going to do same thing. String, script, type the same thing. Quotation marks, backslash. We need one more quotation marks with a backslash. So we can add a double quotation, or you can use single quotation if you want to. So WebEngine, say exact script. He said we'll run JavaScript as well. Semicolon, that's it. That's how you can run JavaScript with JavaFX. Let me go back, look for backward. Let me comment it out this. In Java, exec the script. In Java, we have a history. And then dot back. That's the function we have in JavaScript. That will allow us to bring back to previous page of your web browser. So we can use this JavaScript object in JavaFX. Let's see how it works. Okay, bring up default web page. Let's click YouTube. It takes a bit of a time, unusually slow, when you use JavaFX WebView. Hang on, it doesn't work. Let me check our code. Might be a mistake somewhere. Hang on. That should fix the problem. Again, here you go. Don't worry about the warning about whether we are using old web browser or not. That's not the main point, okay? So I reload, I visit YouTube, backward, using JavaScript. It goes back, forward, using web history. So it works. Let me just double check. CNN, zoom in. Text scale up. That works. Search. Again, it's a bit slow. Again, same web page shows up. That's all. I think that's the idea of using WebView, WebEngine, and then of course I use the web history as well, and most likely I use a lot of hyperlinks. Okay, that's all. Thank you.